So one of the questions that we get a lot in our ticket system or our help desk is how can I see as an instructor what my students are seeing? In other words, what would it look like to a student? Well, we had that question come in quite often. So if you are the primary instructor in your class, so you're the one to create the course, or the course is created from you and you are the primary instructor of record on the class, then we actually helped you out on this one. What will happen is if you go over to your student view, you will automatically be enrolled in your own classes. So for instance, some of these classes in here, this new course right here, this was a course that I created and I automatically got enrolled in that class. And it just helps you out. And actually what it is you are considered another student in your class. But you have the ability of being a guest student in your own class. We actually set it so you are a guest student. So if I were to go into the instructor side and look at the student roster, you will see the CNS name, which is the instructor of record for this class. They show up as a guest student. And the reason why we mark it as a guest student is that way your submissions do not affect the statistics for the class. So we try to tell you at the end of each assignment how your students did on that assignment, how they did on each individual question, how they're doing in the class. Guest students do not appear in it. However, they are treated exactly like normal students in every other way. The only other thing that I should mention here is if you're not the primary instructor, the instructor of record, you're not the one that created it. So say you your friend created the class, you're co-teaching with them, they added you as an instructor to their class, or to your class, I guess, and you want to be able to have an enrollment in the class. Well, all you have to do is go over to the student view. Since you're an instructor for that class already, what you'll do is you'll enroll in a new course. This is exactly the same process that your students will go through to get into your class. So when you click on enrolling in a new class, you type in the unique number for your class, you look it up, and you can request enrollment in your own class. And then you go back over to the instructor side once you do this, and it'll have a little message up in one of these nice little boxes that'll say there's pending a request for your approval. You click on that, you can then grant yourself access to your own class. Again, you want to check the box to make yourself a guest student. It's a very common practice for your TAs to want to have access to their class so they can see exactly what the students are. So if you're lucky enough to get a TA, that's the most common use that I've seen. Co-teaching is the second most common. Every so often, you have some student who wants to sit in the class, or you have an instructor that wants to see what the students are seeing to evaluate you. These are all good roles to use to see your own class. So hopefully you learned some stuff. And again, if you have any other questions, always feel free to contact us.